And when you finally get to that point, when you master yourself and you finally get yourself in that position where you know exactly why you're doing something, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, and defeat ain't even part of the equation. Like, you know that you're going to be successful. Once you finally reach that peak performance level, you're dialed in. There's nothing taking you out of that. No one can convince you that you aren't exactly where you're supposed to be at.
When it comes to legalized bank robbing, I'm the best.
I'm going long in this breaker here. I'll take that. Going long in the order block. Make sure to take a partial here. It's almost like it's random. Stop above the balanced price range. That's a breakaway gap. This fair value gap should stay open. It's a breakaway gap. This is a breakaway gap, but this fair value gap here will take us higher. And thank you very much. Just like clockwork. Here we go. Yes, sir. Oh, man. Good morning. Happy Monday. Let's go, man. It's going to be a great week. I'm feeling good. How y'all feeling today? It's a great morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Autumn has officially begun. The fall. September 22nd was the first day of the fall season, even though it's still about 95 degrees here in Houston. Let's go. Let's go. Weekend was good. Appreciate it. It was a good weekend. It was a great weekend. Got some rest. Upgraded or added some stuff to the Discord. Caught up on some stuff. It was good. How was your weekend, though? Buenos dias. Let's go. Who we got in here? Trey, Jaden, Muhammad, Charlie, Ronnie. I see y'all. How I say that? Meliora? I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but I see you spamming flags. Al Mongones. Ooh, this is a tough one here. Ishiansu. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm not good with names. Jonathan, Mikhail, Abe, Kyrian. Buenos mornings. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Yo, muy bien. I can't speak Spanish. Zord, Rock Natural, Yannick, Strat King, what's up? The Patient Trader, that's a great username. Brad, Adam, what's going on? Happy Monday, Annalise. What's up? What's up? Hopefully I had a great weekend, a restful weekend, ready to attack the trading week. It's going to be fun. Hey, Jesus. First time watching on your 2024 journey. Let's go. You're going to enjoy this one, I trust. We're going to have some fun today. I'm feeling good. Tanyata, what's going on? A lot of familiar names. George or Jorge. Dylan. Okay. AF. I just use Mondays for insight because I don't trade it. That's pretty much it. Going into Tuesday's trading, I like to see what Monday did on the daily chart and then just use that. Maddie, what's going on, Maddie? Let's go. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Feeling good this morning. Feel energized. Got a lot of rest. I made sure to step away from the Discord yesterday, Sunday. Those are really my off days where I try not to do anything really chart related. I did do a little bit of studying, but I'm feeling good. Yes, I traded Asia last night. 1 loss, 1 win. Break even for me on Asia. A little bit in profit, but nothing crazy. Good morning. New week, new opportunities. Yes, sir, Mr. Calloway. Let's go. Blessing Okpara, if I'm saying that right. Forex family, let's go. Matthew, I see you. Shinra. Make sure to like the live stream. I don't know if it does anything, but I like seeing the little hearts pop up. I don't know if it does anything, but what's up, Gunna, Gary, Duck, Adam? Gotta have that positive self-talk. It's gonna be a great week. It's gonna be a tremendous week. It's gonna be a stress-free week. It's gonna be a profitable week. It's gonna be a green week. It's gonna be a fun week. It's gonna be a week to learn. We're gonna get better this week. It's just gonna be a great week. We're not gonna do anything toxic. No toxicity is allowed over here. No drama. None of that. No Twitter nonsense. We just want to get better and make some money, period. I'm feeling good. Oh yeah, No Trade Mondays is definitely a chill day for me. It's literally like a 3-day weekend. I hop on here, free live stream, everybody tune in, we have some fun. And then me and the private group lock in tomorrow. But Mondays is always chill. It's always fun, good vibes. Thank God it's Monday. Let's begin. I got you. Just give me 2 minutes. We're going to begin at 9:40. I got you. I'm just as ready as you are. Trust me. He said, let's begin. Enough yapping. Let's talk about some price action. I got you. I got you. Here to learn from y'all? Absolutely. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to get better today for sure. I don't like how my pinned comment isn't showing that, so we're going to do a little adjustment. Let's go. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Some more like it. $9.39. 1 more minute, and then we're gonna go over the daily chart and walk this thing down per usual. Let's go. Let's go. Real quick, somebody give me an audio check, video check, quality check. Make sure everything's good before we get started. Plan on staying on till 12 today, so want to make sure everything's cool. Luca, thank you. Thank you, Nakia. We're good. 5x5. What's up, Andy? I see you. Jaden, cool, cool, cool. Super duper. I like that. I like that. Thank you, thank you. All right, cool. We ready to rock. Let's do this thing. So, dollar index still in this little bit of a consolidation, but overall, I still favor lower prices on dollar because I want to see higher prices in NASDAQ. I'm still looking for that buy side on the daily chart. We have relative equal highs. So looking left just a little bit, I still like this sell side for dollar. But as of right now, as far as today, nothing on the daily chart that I'm really going to mark up. We have this volume imbalance here that we've been working the past 3 or 4 days. Here, 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 here with today's trading. So going down to the 15-minute chart, and let me pull up the economic calendar. Monday, okay, so we have high impact news in 5 minutes. That should bring some volatility. That's pretty much all we have for today. So 15-minute chart, cleared out the buy side, relative equal highs, traded up into a balanced price range. So I want to see if dollar has a willingness to trade down. It's like a triple bottom. This sell side is just a little way too smooth for my liking. So I like for dollar to run that out. And I'm going to answer all your guys' questions as soon as I'm done going through the higher time frame. Just want to get through this real fast. All right, so watching to see if dollar wants to get down there. Let's go to gold daily chart. Whoops. So gold daily chart still pressing into new all-time highs. Nothing really to mark up on the daily because we're in no man's land. So let's go 15-minute chart. All right. Clearing highs, equal highs, about to run that out. And once we get above that, it's really just a matter of seeing how far gold wants to go. So this is when I'll do a fib projection. A lot of people ask me, do I use standard deviations? Do I use fib projections? Only when we're in circumstances like this where we don't have any targets above. So low hanging, easy objective for gold. Take this move down, run a fib on that, -0.5 standard deviation. I'll be watching to see if gold wants to tag that. And if we get really excited, a measured move, -1 standard deviation. All right. So let's go to Euro daily chart. We traded down just a little past consequent encroachment of this wick. We also have a fair value gap here, and now we're trading near the opening price of this down close candle. Again, if I'm expecting lower prices in dollar, I'd like to see higher prices in everything else, ideally. But then remember, today's a Monday, and you know how I feel about Mondays. You know how I feel about today. 5-minute chart. Dollar looking good, not dollar, euro dollar looking good. Slowly working its way higher. Let's take a look at the Dow. Dow trading near all-time highs. We have our current all-time high, which is this candle here, Thursday, September 9th. There's buy side resting above that. I'm going to go ahead and mark out our current new week opening gap. All right, drop down to a 15. So you can see us working that current new week opening gap. We just cleared out the buy side above these highs and just fell short of our current all-time high. So I like to see Dow run that out. A lot of people have buy stops resting above this high as the market went into close on Friday, and they still have open short positions. So definitely want to see that taken out. And that's pretty much all I care about for Dow. Let's take a look at ES. S&P also trading near all-time highs. Current all-time high, that's buy side. Current new week opening gap. Previous new day opening gap. Drop down to a 15-minute chart. You can see us gyrating in between those two levels. Buy side up here. As long as dollar can remain looking somewhat heavy and bearish, I like to see the buy side taken out. But obviously things can change in the next 30 seconds with our news driver. I'm gonna take one last look at dollar. Yeah, dollar's looking heavy for the time being, at least for the next 30 seconds it is. And I'm gonna sit on S&P real quick. I want to see what we do at 9:45, and then we'll go break down the NASDAQ. Oh man, feeling good. Feeling really good. Love Mondays. Absolutely love Mondays. We're gonna watch this for just a couple seconds. Okay, let's roll. Got what I needed from that. NASDAQ, weekly chart. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We have our current new week opening gap right there. That's pretty much all I care about on the weekly chart. And then I'm also going to put on previous days high and low for the past 3 days. So bam, 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 bam. There we go. Keep that on there. And we have our new day opening gap from Friday right there. Let's go down to a 15-minute. What is that? Hold on. I swear there's like a spider or something. So NASDAQ gyrating between our current new week opening gap and Thursday, Friday's new day opening gap. Midnight opening price. So up here. And let's see where we open. All right, so this is a gap. That's not right. Gap higher, small, opening range gap. Nothing too crazy, but we did open higher. 8:30 opening price. I like to see the buy side up here ran out, but what is that? Dollar index looking a little strong right here. So far, unwilling to reach that sell side. So having more of a soft neutral bias on NASDAQ until I see something that makes sense. But right now, for as long as we're just gyrating near these two opening gaps, I have a soft bias, but best case scenario, I like the buy side up here. 5-minute chart. And we're going to sit tight here till about 9:55. Then we'll jump on the 1 minute and just walk it down. But I'm watching to see if NASDAQ has a willingness to get up here. All right, let's look at the chat. USD CAD. Bias on that, soft bias. No, I don't trade Mondays. I never trade Mondays. Mondays is always a free tape reading stream, and then a live trade on Tuesday for full access members. Never trade Mondays. I might trade Mondays like next year. Maybe like, nah, I don't know. I'll think about it. You can absolutely trade Mondays if you know what you're doing and you know what you're looking for. Absolutely. If you're still new and you're not that well versed in reading price action, I don't recommend trading Mondays. It could be a little bit more wonky. The markets can be a little bit more mixed. But if you're experienced, then you can absolutely trade Mondays. I just like the business model for me personally. Every Monday, free stream, and then Tuesday through Friday, live trading for private members. So NASDAQ, watching to see if we can get above this high here. And if we do that, I'll be observing if we can get above it with any kind of speed. What I don't want to see is us get above this high and then retrace back down into these two new day opening gaps, new week opening gaps. So if we break above this high, I like to see a lot of speed there. And then I'm focused on the buy side up here. Okay, so right there I'm watching, do we get speed above that high or do we retrace back down into that original consolidation, which is what I don't want to see. Congrats on, I know 6,000 is crazy. We might hit 10K by the end of the year at this pace. I don't even know. But appreciate it. Thank you, Jose. I appreciate it. Yes, these free tape reading streams are up on YouTube. They stay on YouTube. But as far as when I'm actually live trading, pressing buttons, those are only for the full access members. So we'll drop down to the 1 minute chart in about 4 minutes. Let's take a quick look around the board, see what things are looking like. So S&P, we do have SMT here. S&P drops down, and it just took out this low. So it's not really SMT, but S&P barely taking out this low, while NASDAQ clearly taking out this low, and the Dow clearly taking out this low. Let's look at dollar. If we get above this fair value gap, this up close BISI, then we're likely to take out these equal highs buy side. So I'm watching this fair value gap here. If we get above it, treat it as support, then maybe making a run for buy side. Yes, I use Monday for bias confirmation, if you want to call it that. I just use it for insight going into Tuesday's trading. So when I say, because I could be getting a lot of questions, when I say I don't trade Mondays and I use it for insight, this is what I mean. Clear all this off for a second. So I don't like trading Mondays. It could be a little bit wonky. It could be a little bit more mixed. Okay, it could just be a little bit more difficult in general, okay, majority of the time. So Monday's trading starts, okay, we get our new week opening gap. my bias is I want the buy side above this high. I'm using Monday's trading to see, okay, what do we do? Do we retrace as far as like the weekly power of 3? Do we trade down? And then that sets up buys for Tuesday, Wednesday, going into the second half of the week? Or does Monday's trading already take out the buy side, close above it, looking bullish? Now I'm going into Tuesday's trading saying, okay, I'm definitely looking for longs. I'm looking for this fair value gap up here. Okay, does Monday's trading trade down, consequent encroachment of this wick, and then work higher? If I see that happen on Monday, I'm going into Tuesday's trading, and I'm saying, okay, Monday I already did the work of working in a discount, consequent encroachment of the wick, working higher. Now Tuesday's trading, since we had that behind us, I'm looking for longs here, and this candle's high as a target. So that's what I mean when I say I'm using Mondays for insight. It's nothing crazy. Win rate got better when you dropped Monday, I'm trying to tell you. Or if you just have an itch to trade so bad and you can't sit on your hands for one day, just paper trade it. But as for me, I would not touch Monday. Not with any buttons, at least. So notice how we took out this high. I wanted to see a lot of speed above it. I didn't want to see us take out this high and immediately come back down into this range. So again, I still have a soft bias, not being too demanding of price, and we're still in that opening range from 9:30 to 10 o'clock. So I'm letting that do its thing, run its course. Did trading during Asia, that's what's up. That's what's up. Asia is a beauty. Asia is so clean. All the homies love Asia. Watching this down close candle, see if that offers any support, that opening price. We traded down to that old new day opening gap. We also have an order block, 2 consecutive down close candles before this move higher. Watching to see if that can take us up again into the buy side. But looking at S&P, looking at Dow, it's not really doing anything too exciting that I would care for. And then 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart for NASDAQ isn't really too exciting. All right, it's 9:56. Let's drop down to the 1 minute, see what we're working with here. Your first fair value gap after 9:30 comes in here with your 9:32 candle. See if I could draw this without my charts looking too messy. I didn't necessarily drop out of school. I just haven't finished. I didn't drop out. I just haven't registered for classes yet, if you know what I mean. when I did tell when I was on campus in college and I decided to move back home because I had some family things going on. And I told them that I was moving back home to focus on some family stuff, but I also wanted to focus on day trading. I was a finance major, and my academic advisor was my finance professor. I remember the day that I was like, you know what, like I'm focusing on trading, like that's what I want to do. They called me into the office, my academic advisor and like the dean, whatever, of the school, the dean of the business department, and I was just in the office with them two, and then he was like, so what do you want to do again? I said I want to focus on trading, like I've been studying, and it's something that I want to do as a career. And he looked at me crazy. He was like, well, 90-something% of people who finish their education online, like they don't finish, they don't graduate. And I was like, no, like I'm gonna graduate. I just want to focus on trading and just, do it at home or whatever. And then he was like, trading? He was like, that's kind of, unsustainable and this and that. And I'm just like, cuz, listen, Brody. Like, this is what I'm doing, period. And they're trying to get me so bad to stay on campus. And I was like, no, bro, I'm focusing on trading. Like, that's it. And now here we are. And mind you, I wasn't even profitable at the time. I was trading supply and demand nonsense. I didn't know what I was doing. But I told him, I was like, I'm going to be a trader. Like, it is what it is. The new day opening gap, I mark them manually. I don't use any indicators except for the sessions when I do the market reviews and stuff. Yeah, like he was like trading. He was like, that's a little risky, and I'm not sure if that's sustainable a long time. I'm like, listen, fam. The markets run on an algorithm, okay? Don't tell me what I don't know. If I told my finance professor that the markets are ran on an algorithm, he'd probably kick me out of the program. But it is what it is. So NASDAQ's working the high of that first presentation fair value gap. Again, I have a soft bias. Soft bias until we get any sort of clean displacement. We've taken out both sides of the market so far. Relative equal highs, that's buy side. And we've taken out sell side with this drop down. And now we're trading near equilibrium of this range from this low all the way up to this high. So until I see something that's clear and makes sense, I'm just neutral. And that opening range is just completed from 9:30, 10 o'clock. So if we highlight that, this is your initial buy side, your initial sell side liquidity that formed during that opening range. And this is your initial buy side. So if we were to take out this sell side here, I'm watching to see, do we treat that as just a run on stops to go higher, or do we expand beneath that low? Or if we fail to take out that sell side, to me that's bullish, and we're likely to aim for the buy side. But this may be too much to ask for in the morning session. But I'm staying on until 12, so I got time today. Bodies respecting the high of that new day opening gap, and it's also a consequent encroachment of that first presentation fair value gap. I don't have X. Can you keep, man, all this Twitter nonsense. I opened up Twitter for 5 minutes. It's so toxic and dark over there. It's not even funny. Now, I don't see how you can be profitable and still be on Twitter because it's so draining. It's so just toxic. Low frequency, low vibrational toxicness. It's so toxic over there. I feel my IQ, I lose brain cells every time I open Twitter. I'm not even joking. It's worse than TikTok. No lie. It's bad. 50K account, no more than 0.5% risk. If you got to trade micros, minis, whatever you got to do to manage, no more than 0.5% risk. That's what you should do, in my opinion. Now, my professors were cool, though. They were cool, real cool. It's just, if I tell you that I want to do something, don't, tell me, I don't know about that. I know what I'm doing. But they're just, at the end of the day, they just wanted the best for me because I was, obviously, And I guess like I'm proving that statistic right because all my friends in my class already graduated. I still got 2 semesters left and I haven't graduated yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to. So technically he was right as far as like switching to online, but oh well. I wasn't trying to hear none of that. Which ICT model did I use? I don't really have a specific model. I just trade whatever in the chart. It's nothing specific. I enter the market with different things: fair value gap, breaker, order block, immediate rebalance, whatever is in the chart at the time. I'll use it as an entry. Wicks, consequent encroachment. Soon I'm going to add that first presentation fair value gap to the arsenal. I'll feel comfortable trading that as an entry model soon. But volume imbalance, like anything that makes sense in the chart, I'll trade it and use it. Targeting buy side, targeting sell side, inefficiencies, midnight open, targeting new day opening gap, whatever makes sense at the time, that's what I trade. So I don't really have a specific model. That's what I always tell people. I'm watching these 2 down close candles. I like how the body's respected that first presentation fair value gap. Again, I still have a soft bias, but I'm watching to see these 2 down close candles, more specifically the opening price on this candle here, seeing if there's any sensitivity. And this shaded gray line here, that faded line, that's an old daily high or daily low, doesn't really matter. So your daily high, daily lows for the past 3 days, you want to have that on your chart. Those are really sensitive levels. It's old liquidity pools that the algorithm will refer to. I'm telling you, Twitter is so toxic. We got Romeo over here. We're not even going to talk about it. We're not even going to talk about it. Just be careful who y'all listen to. It's the season, 'tis the season of exposing. And they are getting exposed. Romeo, I don't know who Romeo is. He's somebody that needs to be in our live streams. That's who. But anyway, we're not even going to get caught up in that. So working a fair value gap. Again, soft bias until we get any sort of meaningful displacement, anything that's worthy of noting. But as far as we're just gyrating around, typical Monday price action. But we still got 2 hours, so. Yes, new week opening gap, new day opening gap only applies to futures because there's an hour break in trading that applies to the futures market. It does. There's no new day opening gap for Forex. At least that's what ICT taught. Man, I've been seeing Diddy everywhere. All I see is Diddy. Diddy and this baby oil. Like, bruh. Well, if you're talking about like NAS 100, then yes, there's a new week opening gap. But if you're talking about like Forex, like Euro USD and all that, there's no new day opening gap. But if you're talking about the CFDs, yes, there is. There is. Hey, we're not talking about that man no more. if you want to call him that. But it's like people who make a living and that openly scam people, like literally messages getting released that he's taking advantage of people, calling them dumb, saying they'll buy anything, calling the people stupid, and he's charging for stuff. Like openly just came out screenshots and proof of him saying that he's literally taking advantage of people, using them for money. It's sad, but I love to see it get brought to light. It's delicious. Come on, NASDAQ, give me something to work with here. Give me something. Let's look around. Let's see. Yeah. So far, S&P, I don't know about y'all, but this doesn't seem like anything I feel comfortable trading. That's just me though. The Dow, definitely seen cleaner days. Dollar index, showing a little bit of strength. Euro dollar looking a little heavy. And gold looking a little heavy as well. But as far as NASDAQ and the indices, it's not really moving much. Just consolidating around that old daily high or daily low, whichever one it is. No, I did take that word from ICT. I'm not gonna lie. I love that word, delicious. It's just delicious. Yeah, social media is so toxic, bro. It's just, godly. Like, my friends be sending me TikToks and stuff. I'm just like, bruh. Half the stuff, like, I'm 23, but when it comes to social media and just seeing what's going on, I feel like I'm 50 because I'm like, dude, like, this is what we doing. Texas is real cool. I love Austin. The people in Austin are so cool. Really chill. It's hot, so like they're probably not gonna like the summers over here unless they're moving from somewhere where like it used to be really cold and they want a place that's warmer. But if you can handle the heat, Texas is really cool. Oh, from New York. Austin's cool. I love Austin. That's my home away from home. Oh, if you're looking for beaches, don't come here. If you're looking for beaches, do not come here. Do not come here. Save yourself. Save yourself. All we got is Galveston, and I would even call that a beach. It's disappointing. We literally get mocked for it. Don't do it. Yeah, ICT streams. He streams every day. Mostly every day. No, the beaches here are mid, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, it's below mid. It's pretty trash. It's pretty trash. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I mean, that's expected, like, we're Texas, like, you know. Trading back down into that first fair value gap after 9:30. Yeah, Charles Barkley, that he was clowning our beach, saying that that dirty water, dirty creek. Talking about sending them to Galveston. That was funny. Waiting for NASDAQ to give me something to talk about. Right now, we're just trading near the high of that new day opening gap, first fair value gap after 9:30. I like how we generated equal highs, so that's buy side. Would definitely like to see that ran out. And the same thing I mentioned on the 5-minute chart. This clean high because, well, first, low, easy, hanging objective would be the midnight opening price. I like to see that as a target. If I was looking for longs, anything going long, I would like for us to get back above that midnight open. And I'll be watching this buy side. If we take out the buy side, do we do it with a lot of speed? Again, I don't want to see us run out the equal highs and then retrace back down into this consolidation. So I would want to see fast, quick candles, run out the stops, and then make a run for that midnight opening price. And then maybe the buy side up here. That's best case scenario. But since we're working in a small little range here, my focus right now is the buy side above these highs. and I'm watching the speed at which we could run that out if we do so. Miami's cool. Miami's really cool. Looking at the Dow, getting some movement higher. S&P looking like it may want to do the same thing. Just took out this high. The Dow, again, we have our current all-time high for Dow here, and we left relative equal highs. That pump up at 9:30, failing to take that out, so now we have equal highs buy side. Dollar index trading up into this last up close candle, and NASDAQ just doing NASDAQ things right now. Very, very choppy Monday, which is why we like to call it Muddy Mondays. Muddy Mondays. That's why I don't trade these days anymore. I've lost too much. I've got chopped up too much. And I feel like my ability to reprice action is pretty good. And I still get chopped up on days like this, which is why if you look in the top left, I'm not even logged into a broker. Understanding which days are more difficult than the others. Understanding your strengths and weaknesses. Mondays, one of my weaknesses, so I just don't trade it. This microphone is a 5-ine something. F-I, what is it? F-I-F-I-N-E. 5-ine microphone. I think they make different kinds, but it's on Amazon for like $50, I think. So trading to about consequent encroachment of this wick. Watching to see, do we want to trade back down underneath this low? Remember, this is your initial sell side form during the opening range. So if we take that out, I'm watching to see, do we blast through it, or do we just use that to go higher? But this entire range here, you just got to take it with a grain of salt. It's not the cleanest. Nothing that I would feel comfortable pressing the button in. Some people keep new day opening gaps on their chart. I like to start every morning with a clean, naked chart, and I only put on the new day opening gaps that we're trading near at the time. That's just me, whichever one you prefer. But the way ICT teaches it is keep at least like 5 of them on your chart or something like that. But I don't want my charts that clustered, so whatever ones we're trading near at the time, those are the ones that I use. Those are the ones you see on my chart right now. From touching what? Nah, we don't do that. Oh, nah. Bro's tweaking. So far, unwilling to close past consequent encroachment of that wick. Looking at this wick here. Ooh, S&P. S&P is looking rough. Moment of silence for those who trade S&P because Lord have mercy. Micro, yes. Yeah. Today's, at least so far, I don't think it's wise to really press the button in anything. That's just me, though. That's just me. I'm still focusing on these equal highs up here. It's just way too smooth. I don't see them leaving that intact for too long. And then again, if we do blast that, I don't want to see us take out the buy side and then come back inside this range and consolidate. Once we get above here, I'm expecting a lot of speed, fast, large up close candles, and try to make an attempt to get back above that midnight opening price. So that's my thought process right now. Oh, I gotta watch that movie, Rush Hour. That's one of my favorite movies. Do it. Push the button. Yeah, push the button. That little girl's so cute. I love that movie. That's funny. She had like that bomb strapped to her. And she was telling the dude to press the button. I gotta write that down because I want to watch that movie tonight. Where's my notepad? I'm glad you said that. I love Rush Hour. Do it. Push the button. It's a classic. It's a classic, I'm telling you. Go ahead, push the button. Chris Tucker's like, wait a minute now. You're doing too much. All right, so S&P just reached its buy-side liquidity pool, like we outlined. Dow still looking for all-time highs in the buy side above this high. Dollar index, I like how we're rotating lower. Again, my focus is a clean sell side underneath here. That may be a little too much to ask for, so I'm definitely looking for the sell side underneath this low. There. So there's your target for ES. Sloppy delivery, not the cleanest getting up there, but nonetheless, there you go. And then Dow, watch and see if we can get up there. We have to get through consequent encroachment of this wick first on the 5 minute. If we close past midpoint, or if we can breach that, then I'll be comfortable, or I'll be confident that buy side is going to get ran out. But remember, wicks are gaps, so I'm seeing this long wick here is just like a normal fair value gap, and I don't want to see that send us lower. I want to see us get through it, treat it as support, use it to run out the buy side. Fair value gap. Nah, I won't be live streaming Asia. Those Asia live streams were just like a little treat for the Discord community. But everything you need to trade Asia on your own, I've already provided it. The video on how to trade Asia, there's like 3 or 4 Asia execution videos on my channel where I'm trading it, walking it through. So you have everything you need. But we're going to stick to the normal schedule, 9:30 all the way up to lunch. Speaking of live streams, if this is your first time tuning in, join the Discord. I promise you it's the least toxic Discord community out there, and I've been in quite a few. So if you're looking for a ICT community or just a trading community in general, and you're really trying to improve your trading, I think others in the Discord can vouch for me when I say that I truly care about everyone in the Discord. I try to answer everybody's questions, and it's worth it. Full access, lifetime members in the Discord. You get live trading streams, homework assignments. Speaking of homework assignments, there's your speed that you're looking for. I want to see if we can stay strong. Don't want us to play around with those equal highs. Need to blast through it. I want us to stay bullish, make a run for that midnight opening price. But if you want to grow in your understanding of price action, the Discord's where it's at. Click the link in the top of the chat room. That's pinned at the top. And I'll give you a nice warm welcome inside. But like I was saying, speaking of homework, if you remember that homework assignment, I assigned it a little late, so it's not due today. It's due tomorrow before the opening bell at 9:30. So make sure if you haven't done the homework yet, I've already sifted through it a little bit. So far, you guys are doing a great job. But make sure you get that to me by 9:30 tomorrow morning. I'm going to grade them. I'll check them and provide some feedback. So this fair value gap here, I'm watching to see if we could leave that open, or at least the lower half. Ideally, in a perfect market, bullish market, you want to see this fair value gap stay open, and you want us to stay heavy, or not heavy, stay strong, stay bullish, and make a run for that midnight opening price. But I don't want to see us run out the buy side and completely come back down into this consolidation. Once we leave that consolidation, clear out the buy side, I want us to stay stay strong. Can we trade Forex as you trade futures? Yeah. So that's how I like to get a read for order flow. Do we completely overlap this fair value gap? Do we leave it open? Do we respect consequent encroachment? Those are all things that I pay attention to. So I don't want to see this. Ideally, I don't want to see this traded to at all. But at least consequent encroachment and below, I like for that to stay open. If we completely overlap this fair value gap and work lower, then typical Monday delivery, something that I don't want to see. You haven't looked at ES for SMT. You don't need to look at SMT to be profitable. And I'm looking at ES. I have a separate monitor. The live stream, you guys only see my 1 minute chart for NASDAQ, but I have a separate monitor with 4 screens pulled up. But even if I didn't, you don't have to look at S&P, SMT to be profitable. It's not needed. It's not needed. My 4 screens, I have 2 tabs open, so it looks like this. I have different layouts. I have the blank, this is what you guys see, and then on my monitor I have 2 tabs. It's labeled monitor, and then I have another tab that's called extra monitor, which is just another tab with different things on it. So this is what I have drawn on my monitor right now. This is exactly what I have. I have a daily chart for NASDAQ. In the upper left, upper right, I have a dollar index 15-minute chart. Looks like we want to make a run for that sell side that we're expecting. Bottom left, I have NASDAQ 5-minute chart, which is looking complete garbage. And then bottom right, 15-minute chart for NASDAQ. And then I flip through this other tab on that same monitor. And then I have Forex pairs and gold. So Forex looking bullish, looking strong. 3 down close candles. That's a bullish order block. I like that. Here's gold. thought I drew up gold. Maybe I'm tripping. But gold looking somewhat bullish. I like that. And then the bottom two screens, I have S&P and I have the Dow. So I'm always looking at S&P, looking at the Dow. I'm looking at Forex pairs. I'm looking at gold. I'm looking at the 5-minute chart for NASDAQ, daily chart, 15-minute chart. I'm looking at dollar. So I have all that stuff, but it's just on a separate screen. You can't see it. So there you go. Trading back again beneath that old daily high, daily low. Okay, those are key liquidity points. You'll find a lot of setups near those levels on days that are more clean. Yeah, they're globally. All the drawings are global. So whatever I draw here on the 1-minute chart, it shows up on a 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart on my separate layout on my monitor. So same thing how I mentioned, I want to see speed above these equal highs. I want to see the same thing above this high here. I want to see if this fair value gap offers support. We traded below it, closed below it. That's fine. Not what I want to see, but you have to consider the day of week that we're trading in. Opening price of the down close candle. But these are days where it's really easy to get chopped up because, again, you have to zoom out. If you're real zoomed in and you're looking at price like this, you're going to think you see a lot. But if you're not zoomed out, like, I don't know about you, but this isn't the cleanest price action. So it's real easy to say, I see this, I see that, I see this, I see that. In reality, NASDAQ's just going sideways. But nonetheless, I still favor that midnight opening price as a target. You could trade Dow. You could absolutely trade the Dow. I wouldn't trade the Dow, me personally. I could never trade it, but there's people that make money trading the Dow. It could be a little reckless at times. The Dow, when you're on side trading the Dow, like, you're gonna catch crazy price runs. It's kind of like gold. Like gold, it moves kind of crazy, but like if you're on side, like it takes off. Same thing with the Dow. It can move a little reckless, but like when Dow wants to get up out of there, like it doesn't play around. Nasty. Dollar just took out that short-term low, that sell side. Still looking bearish, looking heavy. Now, ideally, if dollar is looking heavy, looking bearish, you want to see bullishness in the NASDAQ. But this is one of the reasons why I don't trade Mondays, because dollar can be looking really bearish, aiming for sell side, just dropping, and NASDAQ will either be consolidating or is moving in the same direction of a dollar index, which is not what I like. So typical Monday price action, which is why I just use it for insight, and then Tuesday's trading, I'm expecting a cleaner market, and I'll catch my setups Tuesday through Friday. And I'll sacrifice Monday to try to get a read on the higher time frame, what it wants to do and where it wants to go. Thumbs up, thumbs up. bodies, respecting consequent encroachment of that fair value gap. It's a real easy day to get chopped up in something like this if you're trying to press too hard. If you're not in control of your emotions and you take a loss on a day like this and you struggle with revenge trading and all that stuff, this is one of those days where you can really go on tilt. You'll be trying to buy and sell, open position, close a position, buy, sell, both directions. The whole time NASDAQ isn't going anywhere. So these are the type of days that can really do a number on you as far as your mental equity and your actual equity. Diamond Petty. Do we have Diamond Petty in the chat room? I'm about to take this Monday off. Absolutely. I'm telling you, I used to trade Mondays. Like earlier in the year. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just not trade No News Monday. So I didn't trade No News Monday. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to trade Mondays at all. Haven't looked back since. Now, you could trade the PM session on Monday. You could trade the morning, or not the morning. You could trade the lunch hour on Monday. But that AM session, like up until 11:30, I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know if they're in here, but shout out Diamond Petty, lifetime member of the Discord. Love all the lifetime members. That means you're going to be here for a while. I love to see it. I plan on having the Discord for years and years to come. So those who make the decision to become a lifetime member, that means you're choosing to rock with me for a long time. And I love that. I freaking love it. Let's see, dollar index. Looking nice. I like how that's looking. This fair value gap. This is kind of my last line of defense for higher prices. Or last line of defense for lower prices, rather. Bodies trade above it just a little bit, that's fine. Up close candle, that's what it's trading up to, opening price. I said if we get above that, then we're likely to take out the buy side. More or less respecting it. Break lower, sell side, and then our original drawn liquidity here. And if dollar can get animated and blast through that, obvious relative equal lows down here. So now if dollar is looking like this, you want to see higher prices in the indices, higher prices in forex pairs. But given the day of week, that's typically not the case on the morning session on a Monday. This is what you have to work with on NASDAQ. I know somebody's out there 4 or 5 trades in already. What's up, Dimlo? Do I backtest? Absolutely. I don't backtest like the way most people backtest with market replay and they simulate trades and all that. In my opinion, that's not the best way to backtest, because if you're backtesting and using market replay and you're like doing what if kind of trading, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about. Or like the Forex replay stuff where like you simulate trades, backtest. In my opinion, that's still not that productive because you're still focused on the result. So the way I backtest is I literally Well, for those, like, if you're in the Discord and you see the daily screenshots channel, like, that's how I back test. Or I'll do, like, if you watch my market reviews on YouTube, that's how I back test. Like, I go daily chart, I annotate my daily chart. I go 15-minute chart, annotate my 15-minute, then go 5-minute. Then I say, okay, what setups do I see on the 1-minute chart? That's how I back test. I don't use market replay. I just go back in time, annotate my chart. What do I see? Where's my setup? Okay, this day was choppy. Why was it choppy? I pull up Forex Factory. Okay, we had FOMC in the PM session. That's why AM session was choppy. So that's what I do. And then eventually, like, if you keep doing, like, annotating your charts daily, 15, 5-minute, 1-minute, you do that for months, you're going to get in a live market and you're going to be able to do the same thing. You're going to annotate your daily chart, 15-minute chart, 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart. Okay, what do you see? Where's the setups? Boom, boom, and then there you go. But yeah, I feel like if you're just like button pressing while back testing, you're focusing less on what's happening in price and you're focusing more on am I right, am I wrong, which is not what you want to focus on. Lifetime full access in the Discord. So full access is just a monthly subscription, as it's all the same. Lifetime has the same content, same resources at full access. The lifetime purchase is just a one-time purchase. Like, once you buy that, you're in for life, and like you're set, no more payments. But the full access is if you want to have it for a month or two and you don't want to pay that much, it's just a subscription. So one's a one-time payment, set it, done, you're in for life, and the other is just a reoccurring subscription, but they both include the same thing. But yeah, that's just my opinion on back testing though. I don't think you should really be back testing and pressing buttons. Now forward testing is different. Like doing what we're doing now, tape reading, and say I was logged into like a paper train account and paper trading that's fine. But if you're actually going back looking at old data, I don't think you should be like pressing buttons because you're too worried about the outcome. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of Forex replay in my opinion. I think it's just one of those gadgets that are unnecessary in my opinion. Like all you need is trading view and just go back and look at old price moves that happened during the time window that you trade. So I normally trade from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Most times that's when my setup forms. So all I do, I had this here, and then I'll go 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, and then I'll go back in time. And I'll say, okay, I'll start here on the daily chart. I'll mark up my daily levels, 15-minute, 5-minute, all that. And I'm saying, okay, what setups form here? No replay. I don't use any. I just zoom back some more. Okay, this day, 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. Where's the setups? And I don't just look at a 1-minute chart. You actually have to do the work. Daily chart, work your way down. Where's your new day opening gaps during this day? Where's your 15-minute levels, all that stuff. And then find my setups. I don't just look at the 1-minute chart. Go back another day. Same thing. Put the daily levels on there, higher time frame levels. Okay, where's my setup? And then I just do that. No Forex replay needed. I think Forex replay is just like one of those shiny new gadgets that everybody kind of gravitates towards, but in reality, you don't really need it. Trading back down to that first fair value gap after 9:30 and back into that new day opening gap. Man, this is quite some price action, huh? This is something. Hey, Scalper, you were trading 1 minute, you wouldn't have the higher time frame. Let's say you're on a scalper, you would trade the 1 minute, you wouldn't have the higher time frame PD raise on the chart while doing the reviews. And that's just experience. Let's see, what's everything else doing? The Dow picking up some strength. So I still favor higher prices. I'm being a little stubborn, being a little firm with my bias. As of right now, I'm not really interested in seeing anything going lower. But take that with a grain of salt, consider that we haven't really moved much today. But I am looking at the Dow and S&P. Yes, I want to see if we can reach consequent encroachment of this wick and possibly get above that. And then the Dow. Remember, we were trading up. I said I want to see us wicks or gaps. Okay, seeing this as a normal fair value gap. I want to see if we can breach consequent encroachment, get above it. We traded to midpoint here. Couldn't get above it, sell off. Come back one more time. I want to see us get above the buy side and still make a run for new all-time highs. Dollar index still looking heavy. And then here's NASDAQ showing a little bit of strength as well. So now I'm looking at the buy side above this high. So drawing this fair value gap through, I want to see this area act as support. Ideally, you have 3 consecutive down close candles. That is one bullish order block. These 3 candles here laying on top of this fair value gap that I wanted to see us initially send us higher. And then this candle closes in about 15 seconds. If we leave a fair value gap here, that's 3 factors in a discount that I like to see support price. Now this fair value gap here, this small one, I like for that to stay open. We could work in this lower one, but this one down here, I don't want to see that traded to. It's even better if both of these stay open, but day of week matters. Dipping down into that fair value gap. I want to see that act as like a reclaimed fair value gap. It's in the ICT content. So, in my opinion, what makes it reclaimed, I wanted to see it offer support here. We failed to do so. We trade beneath it, come back up, trade beneath it, come back up. Now at this specific point in time, I like for it to offer support. So I'm treating it as a reclaimed fair value gap. And remember, this high of this candle all the way down to the opening price, that's your start of the bullish order block. So change this real quick. That's your order block. Opening price all the way up to the high of these 3 down close candles. Open, trade down. So I'm watching to see if this can take us higher into the buy side. And again, I'm still looking for that midnight opening price as a draw. But take that with a grain of salt, because none of this here, in my opinion, is trustworthy. Put it that way. Nope, I don't trade Mondays. I only trade live for full access members / lifetime members in the Discord. This is just a free tapering stream because I never trade Mondays. So I come out here every Monday on YouTube and do a public live stream. But as far as pressing buttons, pretty much what you see on my YouTube channel, pressing buttons, walking it through live, all that is for private members. And in my opinion, it's not terribly expensive for the the value and the webinars and the homework and all that stuff. Don't worry. I'm not going to do you like Romeo and charge you 5. Never mind. Let me not do that. Looking for the buy side. I want to see a lot of speed, but we have to get through consequent encroachment of that wick first. Get through that. Down close candle. I want to see that offer support, treating that as a bullish order block as well. So this candle opens, trades down to the high. I'm looking for a sensitivity there. And this is also a propulsion block. So this is like an accelerator. Ideally, perfect market environment, you want to see us trade down and not spend a lot of time here. This should really send price higher in an ideal market. So a propulsion block is just an order block inside of an order block. Okay, so where's your primary order block? Is here, these 3 down close candles. This down close candle trades down into that order block. So now we have an order block inside of an order block. So that makes this a propulsion block. And you want to see a lot of sensitivity there. This should really take price higher, ideally. But again, remember, it's a Monday. It's a Monday, and it's a muddy Monday. But any other day, like Tuesday through Friday, if I was going to trade, that's what I would be expecting in price action. How much for TradingView subscription? I think I have the middle one. I think it's, let me see. I think it's like $300 a year or something like that. Yeah, I have the TradingView Plus. It's $25 a month or $300 a year. Appreciate that, Ruth. I'm trying to tell him. Watching to see if we can get speed here. I'm watching the opening price up to the high. So same thing with this order block, that opening price up to the high. I'm watching that here. Yes, and we are in that London close macro 1050 to 1110. Just started, so this is when I want to see some sort of movement, a price run, some kind of spooling. TradingView sale. Oh yeah, Black Friday, they do have a sale. Benefits using TradingView to backtest. It's all you need, really. I mean, I don't have experience with other backtesting platforms, but in my opinion, TradingView is all you need. You don't really need anything else, if you're asking me. Everything else is kind of just unnecessary, in my opinion. What does it mean? Well, so far the propulsion block isn't violated just yet. I'm watching mean threshold of that candle. But if a propulsion block or any order block is violated, then that's just showing underlying weakness. If I'm bullish, I want to see down close candle support price. So if that fails to happen, if that's not the case, if down close candles don't send us higher, then it's just showing weakness in the NASDAQ. But I'm watching midpoint. So we close right about mean threshold of this down close candle. It's not what I want to see, but given the day of week, that stuff happens. And then if we take this wick, okay, remember wicks are gaps. We trade up right to consequent encroachment. Couldn't even get above it, showing weakness. But I still like the buy side above this high if I can get it. But so far, as of right now, I like how we're leaving these fair value gaps open. Remember, this one down here, I don't want to see that traded to. I want to see that stay open. I like how we're working this order block in this reclaimed fair value gap here, leaving these open. Now I just want to see if we can make a run for the buy side, because what do we form here? Relative equal highs. So that's liquidity. Now I'm looking at the opening price to the high of the propulsion block. Want to see a lot of speed here. Same thing here, equal highs. I want to see speed. I don't want to see us take out the high, then retrace. So if we manage to get through this, I want us to do it quickly with a lot of speed, because my focus is still that midnight opening price as a draw. That's been my target all morning. That's what I'm looking for. So there's your buy side. Now I'm watching to see, can we continue to rip through that? Can we blast through it? Next couple candles, I don't want to see us just retrace all the way back down. Needs to really get through that. Needs to tear through it. This candle open higher, traded down. If we get above that, I like to see that be treated as support. That's a gap. Typically what you get on Mondays, buy side, ran out, consolidate. Equal highs, buy side, ran out, retrace. Buy side, ran out, retrace. In a perfect market, it needs to blast through this. Now I'm watching these 3 down close candles. See that offer support. Oh man, I know ICT is yapping in his live stream. Those be the brutal ones. Like whenever ICT is, or whenever like the market is consolidating and it's going sideways, it's not really doing anything. So ICT doesn't have like much to talk about. That's when he goes on those rants for like 2 hours. Those be brutal. Those be the hard ones. So I already know when I take lectures on his live stream, or when I take notes on his live stream today, it's gonna be brutal. It's all good though. Speaking of that, I haven't finished his Twitter space from the 2 Twitter spaces he did on Twitter. I haven't finished those, so let me write that down. It wasn't that bad today. You tripping? This price action is horrendous. Oh, yeah. I don't blame him. ICT already got off stream. I don't blame him. I would too. But I'm trying to get in the habit of staying on until 12. Nah, I like ICT's. I like his little yap sessions. He's just sharing his wisdom. Oh, this is another thing. I had to get this off my chest because I was just driving the other day. I'm finna go on a yap session. But it's crazy. I've been thinking about it, right? So many people talk crazy, like to ICT on social media and all that. And I just find it funny how, like, comfortable people are getting just talking reckless to their elders. Like, I don't know about y'all, but, like, how I was raised and where I'm from, you're supposed to respect your elders. I don't care, like, what they're teaching. I don't care if you agree with what they're teaching. I don't care if, like, you like the person or not. You have to remember, ICT is a 50-year-old man teaching for free. And you have these 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds on Twitter, like, cussing him out, talking to him crazy. If my mama saw me doing that, she'd smack the taste out of my mouth. If she saw me tweeting some crazy stuff to this older gentleman, there would be no more Tremaine trades. Like, I'd be dead. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it's like, it's just crazy how people are getting so comfortable online talking crazy. Now, not gonna lie, ICT, like, he kind of entertaining it a little bit, like he's going back and forth, but it's still crazy because it's like, dude, I don't care if it's online or what. Like, the man has a wife and kids. Like, he's openly came out and told about his story and his struggles coming up as a trader, and like the things he's been through. He's teaching for free. He's clearly like compassionate and passionate about what he does. And you have these like teenagers on Twitter who think they know everything, and they're talking reckless to him. It's like, dude, the lack of respect is crazy. Like, it doesn't matter if it's social media or like in person. Like, you're not supposed to talk to like older people like that. So it's just like, I don't know, that just popped in my head one day, because you kind of forget that, like, you forget that ICT, like, dude is literally over 50 years old, and like you have all these 20-year-olds just like talking crazy, like coming at him as a man, like coming after his family, making comments about his kids. It's so disrespectful. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But you'll never catch me doing something like that, because from the way I was raised, you respect your elders. I don't care what they talking about, what they teaching. Like, you respect them. You don't have to listen to them, but like, you respect them. You don't go out and cuss them out and talk crazy and this and that. It's ridiculous. He's messing up their money, but like, you can't say, I mean, I guess if you don't know how to trade, he's messing up your money, but like, like, you know what I mean? Like, ICT, when ICT live streams, I'll probably lose viewers too, so I know how to trade, so I'm not really tripping. I just like coming out here and like chatting it up with you guys and going over price action. Like, you know what I mean? I don't care if he takes the viewers or whatever, because I'm still learning from him. I'm still taking notes and everything. So the only people who are upset are the people who can't trade, because they can't make money in the markets. They only make money from selling stuff, and that's why they get upset. It's unfortunate. Do I have African ancestry? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. The blue fair value gap, I'm treating that as a reclaimed fair value gap. There's our buy side. So that right there, remember, fair value gap, want to see this stay open. We work it here, rally up into the buy side. Typical Monday price action. What did I want to see? I want to see us get above this high with a lot of speed. We don't get that. Now we're back here. And what have we done since the opening bell? So let's put that on our chart. 9:30. Have we done anything meaningful since the open? No, we've just gyrated down, up, consolidating. But there's people out there who are 5, 6, 7 trades in already, and this is when it invites the opportunity to go on tilt. This is when revenge trading tends to happen. This is when you double down on your risk and you just go bonkers and lose control of yourself, because you're pressing hard in a market that's not moving, at least not for the morning session. No, I don't take classes. I'm not a private student. What do you call it? Mentorship, charter, whatever it is. Do you watch the phone call at TY Trades? Nah. I stay away from Twitter toxic, so I don't know. I muted ICT's tweets because he was tweeting too much drama. I stay away from all the drama. I'm just not with it. I like my peace very much so. Like, I be going out to eat by myself. I be chilling. Like, I don't do the drama, bro. I just want to make money and live and help other people make money. Y'all could keep all the extra stuff. I mean, I don't feel bad for ICT. Like, he's entertaining it, and trust me, ICT's not tripping. Like, he's living good, wife, kids, nice house. Like, he's loaded with money. He's chilling. Like, and he's entertaining, you know, like, it's, you know what I mean? I don't feel bad for him. But I'm just saying it's disrespectful to talk to, like, your elders like that, regardless of who they are or what they're teaching. Like, that's a grown man at the end of the day. So people are getting way too comfortable online. Way too comfortable talking crazy. Yeah, there's not a lot of people actually pressing buttons in the live market. Very few. Very few. And if they do, it's not that good of a product. I'm from Houston, Texas. No, I've never taken a class from ICT, if that's what you're talking about. Oh, ICT is definitely winning the Robins Cup for sure. Like it's not even a debate. It's not even a debate. I like how he's doing it too. I like how he's not showing up on the leaderboard, get everybody doubting him. Because that's how I would do it. Like if I knew what I was doing in the market and I could do crazy numbers, I'm going to stay off that leaderboard for like 3/4 of the year. And I'm just going to like let everybody hate, let everybody mock me saying I'm not on the leaderboard. And then last 2 or 3 months, I'm just going to blast up there. It'll be, you talk about delicious, that right there. That's how I would do it. And it looks like that's what he's doing too. So back down inside that first fair value gap. Let me look at other markets. Gold breaking lower, Dow, S&P breaking lower. So now that we cleared the buy side, NASDAQ showed so far an unwillingness to trade above that midnight open. If we get above this low, then I'll treat this down close candle as a bearish breaker. We would have a high, low, higher high if we get beneath this swing low. And if we do that, then I'm looking for the sell side that formed during the opening range, 9:30 to 10 o'clock down here. This is nasty. This whole morning session has been garbage. Turtle soup model. I mean, it's cool if you're comfortable trading turtle suits. That's not something I'm comfortable trading yet. More chop than Johnny did. Alright, gonna see you. I see why you don't trade Monday. I'm trying to tell you. I don't touch Mondays no more. No, sir. Now, if it's like NFP week, that's fine. But besides that, because I've seen days like this happen way too many times. Like, it's just something I don't want to participate in. Hence the reason why ICT ended that stream early, and I don't blame them. But I think I'm going to stay on until 12 just to answer questions and yap. I have a lot of energy on Mondays, so logging out to do homework. Yeah, I'm checking homework in the Discord. Probably after I get back from the gym and all that, I'm going to check it. But it's due tomorrow before the opening bell, so make sure you get that to me by then. It shouldn't take that long. Yeah, I feel good. I might go back to Austin this weekend. My mom watched the vlog, and she liked that hotel that I stayed in. So we might take like a little family trip to Austin this weekend because she wants to stay in the same hotel. I said, I'm down. Let's go. Let's do it. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, so I'm watching this down close candle. Really, your breaker is these 3 consecutive down close candles, but my focus is in this last one here. Watching to see if that offers any sort of resistance to take us lower into the sell side down here. So we have 3 underlying factors. We have that first presentation fair value gap. We have that new day opening gap. And then we have the bearish breaker. So that's 3 factors. This candle open, traded up, hitting all 3. We have equal lows, sell side. We have that new week opening gap, our current new week opening gap. And then that initial sell side liquidity that formed during the opening range. So I'm watching to see if there's any sensitivity to reach for these levels here. Oh, man. Look at the precision. We open, trade up exactly to the high of that first fair value gap at 9:30. We also have another fair value gap here. First objective, the high of our current new week opening gap, and then watching to see if we can run out the sell side. So still trying to form some sort of setup, trade idea, narrative, even in this choppy consolidation. But it's hard to do. Are we trying to leak over the could? Nah. Hey, those people were cool. I was literally riding around town with somebody's auntie, but it was fun. Like, that was not planned. I was just sitting at the bar. I was like, yeah, I'm here for my birthday. Passed a couple days ago. Oh, let's buy you a shot. I said, I'll take a shot. And then they're like, they got a little festival. You trying to roll with us? I said, I'm down. So I was just rolling with 3 aunties. It was having fun. Like, they're like family. It was cool. So this candle opens, trades up, hits the low. Zoom in a little tighter. I'm seeing this as heavy. We open, trade up, hit the low, the new day opening gap, but we fail to hit that first presentation fair value gap. So if we could stay heavy here without trading to that first fair value gap, then in my opinion, that's bearish, that's heavy, because we couldn't even show willingness to reach the low of that. So I would expect to see some sort of speed. And we just hit the low of it there. Buying some juice and some chips. Nah, they're cool. She was actually my 5,000 subscriber, because I told her like, yeah, I'm just here, like, I'm actually vlogging for a YouTube channel. She was like, what's your channel? And I was at 4,999 subscribers. Like, what are the chances? And then she subscribed, and she was my 5,000 subscriber. So I saw my 5,000 subscriber in person. That was pretty cool. The gray box is new week opening gaps and new day opening gaps. Chicken leg. I actually never been to a chicken leg hut, but I'm not really big on stuff like that, like chicken legs and turkey legs. I think it's turkey leg hut. That's what it's called, the turkey leg hut. I'm not really like big on. I don't know. Remember what I said, it will go to premium to make a short setup. I got you, bro. I got you. Don't you think there was a good short? No. I don't see anything that was worthy of taking, in my opinion. Looking in hindsight, oh, look at this move, look at that move, sure. But if you're asking me, am I comfortable taking a trade in this? Absolutely not. Could you make money on something like today? Yeah, but it's too stressful. It's too much babysitting, too much stop loss management, too many retracements, too much. It's just too much. Like, why would I force something on a day like today when it's literally the first trading day of the week? We have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to find a setup, and all I need is one good setup a week to make 8%, 10% a month. All I need is one good trade a week. So why would I waste my bullets on a day like today? It's just not worth it. Man, this day is so nasty, yo. This might be the nastiest Monday I've seen in a while. Like, look at that. This legit might be the nastiest Monday I've seen. This one's going in the record books. Multiple candles for an order block. You use all 3. The most sensitive, the last candle is the order block in itself, but the full order block is all 3 candles. That's how ICT teaches it, but obviously he's holding back on teaching order block stuff, so I'm not even gonna act like I know everything. But he did say, like, these 3 candles here, it's all one order block, but this last down close candle in itself is also an order block. That's all I could tell you. New to full access. That's what's up. I would go through all the webinars. So yeah, your full access, you have access to, there's a channel in the Discord. There's a channel in the Discord called Webinar Videos. It has all the previous webinars in there. They're a little long. They're like an hour each. There's maybe like 20 in there. But I would go watch the webinars. Those are really helpful. And then do the homework assignment. There's a homework assignment due tomorrow, but you can submit yours a little late. I do check the homework, and that'll help you. And then just tune in to the trading streams starting tomorrow. So I'm live streaming tomorrow for you guys, the full access, Tuesday through Friday. So those 3 areas are a good place to start. Webinars, do the homework, and then just show up to the live streams Tuesday through Friday. But glad to have you in there, though. That's what's up. It'll be worth your while, I promise. So 11:30 kicks off the lunch macro. Really just waiting till then. I'm going to try to build up the willingness, the willpower to stay on here till 12. I'm new to full access. Where are the PW shortcuts? PW. What is PW? I don't know what that means. PW. What is that? PW. What is that? Patrick Willen. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. We don't. I'm deleting that comment. Oh my goodness. Let's get that up out of here. Oh man, that's funny. I like Patrick Willen. He's cool. His streams are very entertaining. Very entertaining. Yeah, ICT has a nice house. It's good to be motivated by that, but don't let that be the sole reason why you're trading. Like for the materialistic stuff. It's good. Like I want that stuff too, but it's good to use it for motivation. But don't only trade just because you want materialistic things. Like I love trading because like it gives my time back. Like if you watch that segment in the vlog where I talk about, like I was literally just riding around scooters on the city, like eating burgers. That's why I love trading. The jewelry and the cars and the houses, all that stuff's nice too. I'm gonna be in a position one day to buy super nice things like that. But I love trading, and I trade because I can just like do whatever I want, wherever I want. Take my laptop and just trade. Like y'all could keep the Lambos, y'all could keep all the jewelry and the image stuff and all that. Y'all can keep that. I can buy it if I want to. Like that's the point I'm gonna reach. But as far as what makes me happy and why I trade, like I just want freedom. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't need the nicest car. I don't need a Lambo. I want to get one day. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I, you know what I mean? But like as far as why I trade, it's for freedom. It's for my time. Knowing I can just go out and just do whatever I want whenever I want. That's why I trade. Keep an eye out for that sell side. That first fair value gap right there. I want to see if that takes us lower right there. Because that's now a balanced price range that we just formed. So best case scenario, I want to see if there's any sort of heaviness there. And I don't want to see us get back above this swing high. So we have this single pass up here with this candle, followed by a single pass down. So that range right there is balanced inside of that first fair value gap after 9:30 and inside of that new day opening gap. So there's a lot of converging factors here This is when I'm in a trade, I'll say, okay, I want to see a lot of speed. I want to see his work underneath this low because we have a lot of factors here and we're still inside of the breaker. But again, take that with a grain of salt. It's a nasty, trashy Monday. So look at the bodies respecting the low of that first fair value gap. Being able to be there for my family anytime, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need the nicest things. No, don't get me wrong. Like, I want the nicest thing. I don't even want to put that energy out there. Like, I don't want the nicest things. Like, I want to get me a Corvette soon. I want a nice house. Like, I'm saving to get my own crib. Like, all that. Hopefully by next year, I'll move from an apartment to a house. All that stuff. Like, just saving, racking up bread. But like, I want nice things too. But I don't need that stuff to be happy. Like, if I could just trade and just like do what I want on my own time, in my opinion, like, if you can do that, you winning. You winning. You don't need the Rolexes and all that nonsense. Like, if you got your time, your freedom, you're winning. Forget what everybody else is showing on Instagram and all that. So again, trading up once more, balanced price range, first fair value gap after 9:30. Yeah, and I want to travel. That's the main thing. Visit other countries. I gotta get my passport. Our prop's gonna be here 2-3 years. I don't know. But even if they're not, prop firms aren't the end all be all. I've already went on enough rants about prop firms, so I'm trying not to. But you know, y'all know how I feel about prop firms. Before they collapse. My frozen funds. We saw what happened with my frozen funds. That's tough. Yes, I'm studying the 2024 mentorship. I share my 2024 mentorship notes in the Discord. So if you go to my community tab on YouTube, on my channel, you'll see I have a little bit of notes posted. I share the full notes in Discord, not all of them, because if I just share all my notes, then you're not going to get better because it's spoon-fed. But about maybe like once a week, I'll share my lectureship notes, my handwritten notes in the PDF and all that. But yes, I am studying it. I'm halfway. I'm like an hour into lectureship. I can't even talk. I'm like an hour into mentorship lecture 16. That one's like 4 hours long. But literally, like, he's just talking for 3 hours, like, no joke. Like, he doesn't even move the chart for the last 3 hours of that video. Chart color codes in Discord. It's in Discord. Crayons and markers. Nah. Oh, you're probably hearing my poker chips. These it's poker chips. But yeah, now I'm probably gonna take some more notes today. Yeah, I try to be organized. You gotta be organized in this industry. Prop firms are, I can't take them serious. They're a good resource, but yeah, like that's what ICT is doing with the Sun. Like, he wants them to get like $10,000 worth of payouts from a prop firm, and then like he's shutting it down. Like, he doesn't want his son to be with the prop firm anymore. Once he takes out 10K, then he's gonna put that 10K in a real brokerage account, and then they're gonna trade that That's the approach I like, because I already have more than 10K my personal. So I like, you know what I mean? That's my focus. And eventually next year, I want to get to the point where I'm live trading like my personal account, because hopefully by December I'll be at a point where I can trade one mini contract on my personal. And once I get to the point where I can trade the mini contract on my personal account, that's when I'm gonna live stream. Because most times I live stream and I'm trading my personal account off camera. But once I get to the point where I can trade minis, then I'm just gonna live stream my personal account. Real funds. No, risking 500 on a 10K account. Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't do that. Way too much. What is that, like 5%? Yeah, that's 5%. Don't do that. 2 losing trades and you're down 10%. That's way too much. I've been trading mini with 10K. You're crazy. That's just me. That's just me. Risking $500 on a 10K account, to me, that's 5% risk. Is webinars homework? Yes, webinars, homework, and all that is only for full access / lifetime members in the Discord. And I do check all the homework assignments, provide feedback, and all that stuff if it needs to be corrected. No, I'm using today's first fair value gap. It's the first fair value gap after the opening bell during the opening range. So I'm using today's. Maybe I'm down 1,500. Yeah, bro. You're risking too much for a 10K account. You're just asking for drawdown. You got trade micros, in my opinion. That's way too much risk trading a mini contract. First time found your channel over the weekend. Let's go. Love it. Yeah, I like streaming on Monday. I don't mind doing a free stream every now and then. I like coming up, chatting with you guys. It's good vibes on Mondays. Yes, TradeStation and TradingView integrated. Two up close candles. This is so nasty. I don't know if I'm going to stay on till 12. No, there's nothing wrong with that. 75 to 100. That's how it starts though. Like in my personal account, I started off risking like 1 micro, $50, and then it was like 2 micros, and then like $60, $80, and then as I keep adding money to my personal account, then I'm risking 100, 120, 125, and now I'm at the point where I'm risking almost 200, and then hopefully by December I'll get to the point where I can risk up to $500 a trade, and then once I get to the point where I can make like $1,000 a day, like personal funds, live funds, no prop firm, and I could withdraw that same day, then it's like that's when we talking. I take any trade between 9:30 and 12 o'clock. 9:30, 12 o'clock. No, this is nasty price action. It's actually disgusting. Regular trading hours, still nasty. I gotta get up and walk around. I'm gonna go to the kitchen, make a little snack or something. I've been sitting for too long. I'll be back in 5 minutes. 1 second. All right, I'm back. What'd I miss? Tanya got smoked. That's tough. Yeah, today's a... She'll bounce back, though. Whenever Tanya loses, she always, like, comes back and catches a nice setup the next day or so. She'll be fine. But, yeah, it's definitely a day I don't recommend pressing buttons. Not for this morning session. How do you know when these type of days occur? Typical Monday. Typical Monday. Economic calendar. Take all this off. This is nasty. Like, this is so, man. Failed to take out sell side. Let's check on the Discord, see what they up to. See what's going on. I'm pretty sure most of them are watching, but let's see. See a couple dubs. Some people took losses. Let's see. Got some homework submissions. That's what's up. Good stuff. Do I watch sports? Football, basketball. That's about it. American football, that is. These are the days that blow accounts. These are the days where you take unnecessary losses. Days like this, you gotta understand that not every day is a trading day. A lot of people say that every day is a trading day. I mean, looking at the price action that we got after 9:30, I don't know about you, but that's not something I want to be a part of. Yes, I'm in the U.S. So watch and see, NASDAQ just gyrating from sell side to buy side to sell side, and so forth. Now I'm watching to see if we can get above that high. I only care about the midnight opening price up until 11 o'clock. After 11 o'clock, I don't care about it. So I'm going to take that price level off because we're in London close. Let's go to 15-minute chart. If we can get above this high, that buy side, this fair value gap here has my attention. So we'll go ahead and mark that. So we'll mark that 15-minute SIBI low. Alright, so that's my draw on liquidity. And then, if you remember earlier in the stream, this buy side is like best case scenario. If we really get energetic and could work this fair value gap, then I'll be looking for the buy side above here. But as of right now, I like for us to take the buy side and then reprice in some of this imbalance. want to see us get above this fair value gap, treat it as support. I don't watch NFL like that. I'm mainly basketball. So this fair value gap down here, preferably I want to see that stay open. I want to see us get above this fair value gap, treat it as an inversion level, use it as support, and take us up into the buy side, into that 15-minute fair value gap. And then I'll watch to see how do we trade inside this 15-minute fair value gap, if we can get up in there. And if we can blast through it, if we still look strong and bullish, then I'll be looking for the buy side, resting above these highs up here. So what I'm waiting for is to see, can we get a close above the high of the fair value gap? If we can do that, I'll expect the next candle or so to open, trade down, use it as support, and then take us higher into this region here. Dollar index still looking bearish, which is what I like to see if I'm expecting higher prices in NASDAQ. Again, join the Discord if you're not in there already. Promise you it's worth it. I'm live trading tomorrow, Tuesday through Friday, only for full access members in the Discord. Okay, so today's just a free tapering stream, coming out here, chatting it up with you guys. No button pressing, but I'm back trading, trying to make some money tomorrow through Friday. So if you want to tune into those streams, click the link at the top of the chat room. There's also a whole bunch of other stuff in the Discord that'll improve your trading, homework assignments, webinars, all kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure you'll find some good value in there, and I'm pretty confident that it'll take your trading to the next level, if I do say so myself. So hope to see you inside. John, liquidity is bullish until it hits the city low. So all I'm waiting for is, can we get a close above what I want to see act as an inversion fair value gap. I want to see that be used as support, take us into the buy side. I like how so far this fair value gap, leaving that open. I don't want to see us trade back down into this region. I want us to stay above it and start working these premium arrays. Unicorn Queen, good morning. You seen 10 setups today? Lord have mercy. You seen 10 or more setups today? Goodness gracious. I want to know what you seeing. I want to know what you're looking at. But that's, I mean, hey, if that's your model, if you see your setup, that's what's up. London. So closing a little bit beneath it, that's fine. That's pretty much a summary of the price action we've been getting today. But if we were to touch back down to side of the inversion fair value gap, I like to see it offer some sort of support. Like right there, that tap. In the best case scenario, I'm not expecting any sort of clean precision, but best case scenario, I like to see us work in the upper half of this inversion level. All right, see you, Jesus. Let's make some money tomorrow. Chart colors, all that in the Discord. It's in the Discord. I'm not really seeing the fair value gap, inversion fair value gap as invalid. It could be traded through multiple times, but as long as I'm looking for higher prices, I still want to see it eventually offer support. Doesn't matter how many closes. How do you get your candles so close together? You just zoom in. You just do this. Open, trade down. Again, I'm watching to see if there's any support here. No trades. I don't trade Mondays. No trades taken. I do not trade Mondays. I only trade for full access members in thy Discord starting tomorrow morning at 9:30. Hey, yo. Pause. Patient trader, glad to have you here. Yeah, listen to the Unicorn Queen. Like the live stream, join the Discord. I'm not charging $5,000 for it. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Appreciate that, Unicorn Queen. See you tomorrow. I appreciate that. Have a good one. So we open, trade down, the body staying above midpoint of the inversion fair value gap. That's what I want to see. Again, my focus is still the buy side up here. Every live stream in the Discord is 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Yes, you can. No, it's just chat. Like pretty much like here on YouTube, a chat window. If I let everybody talk, then it's gonna be too chaotic. It's a chat window. But yes, you'll be able to see all my entries, executions, pretty much all the videos you see on my YouTube channel when I'm trading. I explain my stop loss, I explain my entry. You can see my entries, see my exits, where am I taking my profits, all that stuff. It's good stuff. There's 1,800 people, 1,800 people in the Discord. 1,765 to be exact. Gotcha, Unicorn Queen. Cool. Time travel, have fun. Come on, NASDAQ, get up there, you dirty dog. I don't got time to be waiting on you all day. Gotta go get this workout in. Think when you start learning ICT, you would learn faster with your Discord? I don't know what you mean. See you, Luca. I'm gonna stay on for the last 13 minutes, stay on until 12. I just want to see us tag that buy side, reach that 15-minute fair value gap, and then if we can do that, I'll cut the stream. Trading back down, hitting the high of the inversion fair value gap. I'm watching this down close candle, see if there's any support. I'm watching to see if that could take us up into the buy side. Oh, well, yeah, Joey, that would have obviously helped. That would have been nice. I think watching a trader who knows what he's doing, but not only that, watching a trader who exercises patience. There's a lot of people out there who have Discord servers who trade and all that, but they're emotional. They're emotional, they're all over the place. they're just, it's madness. But I would have loved to watch somebody, and I was in other Discords, but it just wasn't what I was looking for. But yeah, obviously that's beneficial, watching a trader who's patient, calm, knows what he's looking for, or knows what she's looking for, knows when to stay out. Like that would have been nice to have. Bodies respecting what? Consequent encroachment of the inversion fair value gap. Chart colors in the Discord. Yes, I live stream every day. Monday is always a free stream, which is what everybody's in here watching right now on YouTube. But Tuesday through Friday, I live stream only for full access and lifetime members in the Discord. So button pressing, stop loss placement, trade execution, walking the trade through, all that, that's only for those with access. But every Monday is a free stream. Only morning session, 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m., Monday through Friday. All right, NASDAQ looks like it may want to tag that buy side. Inversion fair value gap supporting price, like we highlighted. Exactly what we wanted to see. 3 down close candles, that's a bullish order block. Want to see that support price. So from this opening all the way up to the high, I want that to offer support. Make all live streams free? No, sir. Absolutely not. I want to see us work higher from here. I don't want us flirting around with that buy side. I want us to be in a hurry to take that out. I like how we close near consequent encroachment of that wick. That's part of the bullish order block. Man, I don't know what's I don't get what's so fancy about the chart colors. It's just the defaults. Like, there's nothing special. Like, NASDAQ just a few handles away from that buy side. Working the high of that bullish order block. Just waiting for a quick little stab up into that. Oh man. No, general access is just general access to the Discord. General access is just my trading plan. You get my 2024 ICT notes, my full PDF, handwritten notes, all that stuff from his 2024 lectures. I got my notes in there and some other chat rooms and all that. General access is just access to the community, the chat room, and some resources. But the live streams, live trading streams, that's only for full access and lifetime members. Annalise, see you. Yeah, typical Monday, but nothing we didn't see coming. Have a good one. Price for full access is pinned in the top of the chat room. Hit that link in the top of the chat room. All the Discord information is right there. Homework assignments, all that. A reminder for those who are already full access, I'm grading the homework tonight, but it's due tomorrow by 9:30, so get that to me. Anything submitted after 9:30 tomorrow, I will not check it. Yeah, 100 lots, I don't believe that. Yeah, Forex replay is not needed. It's not necessary. It looks cool, it's fancy and all that, but it doesn't mean it's beneficial. I don't trade Mondays because it's usually lower probability, like the day we're seeing today. And I like doing a free stream for the community before I just live stream for the private group. Homework, I assign homework assignments. Going into your charts, I assign specific things for you to look for. I give examples that I want you to look for. You have to go into your charts, submit screenshots, and then send it to me in the Discord channel called Submit Homework. I may ask you to find certain things in price action, certain things during certain times of the day. And then I may ask you to send like 5 examples, 3 examples of this, and then I'll check it. So there is weekly homework in the Discord. That's one of the ways that we get better. Come on, NASDAQ, try and get up out of here. Let's go. Just fell short of that buy side. Just missed it by maybe like a tick or two. We just traded down to a 5-minute fair value gap, sweeping out the sell side. Still don't want to see this traded 2 down here. I want that to stay open. We have like a triple top here now. So I'm seeing that as retail, seeing this as strong resistance, a little too clean for my liking. So if that little drop down doesn't scare me, doesn't take me out of the trade idea, I'm seeing that as a simple run on sell stops. And we traded down into a 5-minute inefficiency here. I'm still looking for higher prices. But if we don't get that buy side in like the next 10 minutes or so, then we'll probably just end it. But I'm going to stay on for just a little longer. Yeah, let's get that homework done. Let's get it. been trading for 4 years, since about 2020, going on 5 years. I started using ICT concepts January of 2023. So about a year and like 9 months with ICT concepts. Absolutely, the markets are rigged. It's fully controlled. 100%. I believe that. 100%. New subscriber, let's go. Glad to have you here. Kanan, if I'm saying that right. Does ICT make money? I don't know. I don't pocket watch, but I would assume he does. I don't be pocket watching. The market's rigged. Period. It's rigged. Buying and selling pressure does not exist. It's a fallacy. They're not going to let the average Joe like you and I control market price. I know if I was a market maker, ain't no way I'm letting the average citizen control the market. There's no way. Absolutely not. They do not trust us that much. Yes, I'm profitable. Yeah, today, in my opinion, was not the ideal day to press buttons. It's definitely way cleaner markets to trade. Biggest win, I aim for 2% a day. I aim for 2% a week, 2 to 2.5% a week, 8 to 10% a month. I don't have crazy win days because I aim for specific daily or weekly targets. So I don't have one day I lose 4%, next day I make 8%, next day I lose 1%, next day I make 2%. That's too inconsistent. Every week I'm aiming for 2% to 2.5%, and I'm aiming for 8% to 10% a month. So I don't have crazy, ridiculous win days because I'm really surgical, specific targets. Yes, entry. Everything you see on my YouTube channel, all my trade executions, 99% of those were taken on stream. Yes, I explain my stop loss. You can see my entries. You can see my stop loss. You can see my take profit. I'm explaining my entries. I'm explaining everything. I'm walking down price while I'm in the trade. Yes, I take losses. Yes, I take break-even trades. And yes, I win trades. All that stuff. Full transparency. All that stuff is in the live streams only for full access members. And I never recommend copying my trades. If you're joining the Discord live streams just to copy my trades, you're missing out on the ability to learn how to read price. Yes, you'll make money. Yes, you'll lose money. But you're missing out on an opportunity if you're just in there to copy. Appreciate it. And then I am starting mentorship January 2025. I've got a lot of requests the past year or this current year asking for private mentorship. Do I do private mentorship? I never really done like one-on-one mentorship, but that's starting 2025. But I'm only doing 30 people a year because I don't want to do too much. I want it to be real personal, real like a group setting, private group. So private mentorship, all that. Sign up start November 1st, and it's an 8-week program. I'm taking the first 5 people January. It's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to that. It's gonna be really fun. How long did I demo? I didn't really demo trade. I should have, but I really didn't. I wish I did. I lost too much money trading live, but I didn't really demo trade. But that's a personal experience. Some people need to demo trade longer, some people not so much. Remember, I don't want to see this traded too. I want to see that stay open. Oh, man. His price action is disgusting. You would never catch me trading something like this. I don't really care for prop firms. I always preach personal funds is the way to go. But I'm only really familiar with Top Step, and I've heard decent things about Apex. But from all I like, for as far as I'm concerned, they're all trash. But take advantage of it while you can. If you don't have another income stream to fund your personal account. But I hear too many stories every week about people being denied payouts, people not getting their payouts, prop firms doing some shady business and all this nonsense. Like, it's too unprofessional. Like, 20, we just chilling, bro. This price action's nasty. Don't worry. Go work out. I'm about to. I'm gonna go work out and then probably make some like chicken tacos or something. Spaghetti, maybe. I'll end the stream if NASDAQ trades to this fair value gap, or if we trade to the buy side, whichever comes first. I don't really matter. It doesn't really matter to me. But fair value gap, buy side. If we tag one of those, then I'll end the stream. Oh, man. There we go. All right, I'm so ready to get off this thing. That was fun. Not really much to talk about in price action. I mean, looking back on this morning session, it was, I mean, you can see it for yourself. One of them days, but typical Monday. saw this coming, which is why no buttons were pressed. You won't see me trading something like this. That was fun. Appreciate y'all tuning in. This is a little bit of a long one, going 10 minutes over, but I enjoyed it. A little boring, but it is what it is. Full access lifetime members, we're back live trading tomorrow at 9:30, same time. Everyone who's new, if this is your first time, appreciate you tuning in. Welcome to the live stream. Click the link at the top of the chat room if you want to join the Discord. It's great stuff in there. I think you'll like it, and I think I'll be able to improve your trading one way or the other. And I think that's it. Everybody else, I'll be chatting up with you on the Discord for a little bit, and then my charts will be closed for the remainder of the day, and I'm see everyone else in that private live stream tomorrow at 9:30. Be safe. Love y'all. Peace.